From the Keith Winston Studios in Patterson, New Jersey, Green Arrow Media proudly presents Is This Real? Tonight, Season 11 continues with the Ghosts of Gettysburg. And now your host, JC3.
Wants better sex? And who wants better sex starting now? The best way to get started is go to adamandeve.com.
Adam and Eve is offering 50% off just any item.
But that's not all. When you select your one item, you will also get 3 bonus items. That includes a gift for him, a special gift for her, and a gift you'll both like.
Plus 6 free movies for your viewing pleasure and free shipping.
There is discreet shipping as your privacy is priority. Plus 100% free shipping on your entire order.
Doesn't matter how much you spend or what you buy, it will all be packaged and sent discreetly for free.
Don't wait. Better sex is just one click away.
That's 50% off one item, 3 free gifts, 6 free movies, and free shipping.
Bring more pleasure and satisfaction to your bedroom.
Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy or anything you desire.
Just enter code QUESTION at checkout.
That's question, QUESTION at adamandeve.com.
This exclusive offer is specific to this podcast only. So be sure at checkout you punch in the code QUESTION. That is QUESTION at checkout and get your 50% off one item, 10 free gifts, and free shipping. Remember, use code QUESTION. Also remember to listen to Is This Real every Sunday at 8 o'clock with new episodes starting July 16th. Remember, everybody, question everything and put that question at the end of your checkout.
adamandeve.com.
Welcome everybody to another fantastic episode of Is This Real?
Is This Real?
Tonight's episode, as you heard Big Joe, say at the beginning of the episode, we were talking about the Gettysburg ghosts. Last week, what did we do, gentlemen? We did, what did we do? We did something with aliens, I know that.
Well, we did the Anunnaki.
Yeah, the Anunnaki episode. That's what we did last week. Sorry, it's been a week. I did too. It's been a week and a half. We weren't in the booth last Sunday. I was down somewhere in fucking Virginia last Sunday night. So, we're back in the booth this week with our 4th episode.
Yeah, yes, this is our 4th episode.
4th episode, 1st in October.
That's right. Tonight, the Myrtle Plantation episode drops.
Yeah, it is live technically right now.
And I think before you start, you really have to say, I hope that this conflict in Israel doesn't end up a major war. I hope cooler heads will prevail.
Yes,
and they can end this because you know people are going to be dying here for no.
We're saying
reason.
this now, and this actually goes up 2 weeks from now. So hopefully this
will be over by then. Yeah.
I hope so. I really do. By the time
Thoughts
you hear
and
my
prayers.
voice, you'll be like, "What the fuck's that jerk off talking about?" Anyway,
but yeah. So tonight we're talking about the Gettysburg ghosts, and
yes, from one war to our war, the Civil War.
400 and 140 years ago.
The Civil War. Can we? Never mind.
Excuse me. I'm certainly sorry.
I'm awfully sorry.
But yes, we are talking. Well, we're not technically. We are talking about the Civil War. We're talking about Gettysburg now. What is happening in Gettysburg now?
Dead motherfuckers
in Pennsylvania. Yes. See, the thing is, like, again, we're talking about ghosts this season, ghosts and aliens. We talked about obviously
the Moidals.
The Moidals 2 weeks ago. And, you know, what's happening now and have the tragic history of the Myrtles coming back now to turn around and haunt people today. We could say the same thing about Gettysburg. And I think that's the one thing about ghosts in general. Like I said, and I think I said it in the Myrtles Plantation episode, most of the time you have a really, not a haunting, because I haven't heard of anybody being attacked in Gettysburg. I don't know if anybody has done any research.
I've done a lot of research, but I haven't come across anyone being attacked.
Like a harmful ghost, right?
Nothing where anyone was attacked.
The crime and statistics doesn't pull that one on the data.
There's been plenty of stories where people like they see someone standing there and they see that ghost point and like they're giving directions, and then they'll look in the distance of they're pointing. When they turn around, the person's gone.
Yeah.
That's some
I've seen
creepy
stuff
shit.
like that.
It is, yeah.
That's some creepy
I think
shit.
for the most part, or maybe all of it, I've never heard of anything in Gettysburg getting past the fact that somebody saw something. I think they're basically benign. I don't know if there's...
From what I've remember of, and from the little research I've done of Gettysburg and the ghost, see, he's done the history research. I've done the ghost research. From what I've seen...
I have both.
I'm just here.
From what I've from what I've seen, they're more residual type hauntings instead of intelligence or even like demonic.
I don't think there's any demonic.
I don't think there's nothing
I don't
demonic
know
there.
about demonic. I've done a little research too. I mean, not quite what you guys, but I don't remember. And I've seen videos and shows growing up. What was that one show with Lauren Green for years? It was like a mystery show. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, it was nothing demonic.
Yeah,
It
nothing
was just,
harmful I've heard.
No, the
from
closest you get to anything demonic at Gettysburg is a spot called the Devil's Den, which we'll get into, and it really is fucked up. Not only how warfare engaged in that section of Gettysburg, but also what they did with the bodies who died at the
How
Devil's
far?
Den.
I mean, is this the result of one battle, or is there many battles on this?
So
let's get into the history of Gettysburg.
The Battle of Gettysburg was between the Union and the Confederate soldiers from July 1st to July 3rd, 1863. And then, of course, it had July 4th after that, so everyone took the weekend off for the holiday. So there was no fighting.
Yes, they all got a 4-day weekend.
That's right. It's like, we need to get this shit in now because we got plans at the beach.
Well, dude,
like,
Gettysburg, I said this at the end of the Myrtles Plantation episode. They literally like fought from like 8:30 in the morning to like 8:30 at night and everybody broke for dinner.
No, that's not what happened here. See, the thing with Gettysburg is this was the moment where Robert Lee of the Confederate Army was going to take over and march his troops north and finally start to win the battle for the South. And General George Meade's Army of the Potomac met them at Gettysburg and went, fuck you, that's not happening. They came in with about 25,000 more soldiers than the Confederacy had. And it was battle from the 1st to the 3rd around the clock, pretty much.
I when you're sitting there saying this, I get a distinct feeling of disgust, and I don't know, and maybe because these are Americans fighting Americans.
Well, that's the whole Civil War. But
yeah, and it
the
pisses
reason
me off. It really
the
does.
reason why is because this was the bloodiest battle ever fought, like in the history of our what do you call it? This is the bloodiest battle ever fought in our soil.
land. Yeah.
At one point, it got so bad that they couldn't even. There was so much smoke from all the gunfire, they couldn't even see what they were aiming at. They were just popping shots, just praying they hit a motherfucker on the other side of the field. And the town of Gettysburg was engulfed by soldiers of both, obviously from both sides, and you had places that were just taken over. You had inns, you had farms, you had stores that were just like, no, fuck this. We need this place here. Makeshift hospitals and headquarters for the generals, and just that's all they did. And
So
then
it engulfed all of Gettysburg now.
all of Gettysburg. That's there's like, you can look at the Battle of Gettysburg, and it's a weird thing. It's like, you think of a battle, it's like, oh, it's one field. People, they fire each other. Everyone died there, and that's it.
Right.
Gettysburg was a 3-day event. It was a town-wide thing with 175,000 men killing each other, and it didn't stop for 3 fucking days.
Woodstock of the 1800s.
It really was. Like, it was nasty.
Would you say that was like the first ever battle of like urban warfare?
No, I mean urban. Well, I don't know how you would just like. What would you mean by urban warfare?
Like fighting in cities?
Well, I mean,
as far as our own soil.
as far as our own soil, maybe. I mean, you have stuff like, you had guerrilla warfare during the Revolutionary War, but I mean, I was just looking through some of the spots, like the Cashtown Inn, the Daniel Lady Farm, Culp's Hill, Cemetery Hill, the Devil's Den. These are all spots that had major battles happening within the Gettysburg battle,
Like people
over
died
the
there.
course of 3 days. Absolutely. And like, it's, people, oh, I own this farm. Well, not anymore. You don't. We fucking need it. because we have to saw off limbs.
Leave my fire now.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like we need a place for the people to sleep. We need a place to bake bread. And we need a place to saw off limbs, because when motherfuckers get shot, they're losing a limb. Like that's how
Let me ask
bad
you
that
a
shit
Yeah,
question.
they
is.
amputated people. That was
Left
their,
and right.
That was
During this war,
that was the thing.
what was the demographics as far as like the southern people? Did they? It was obviously there was white people, but
Oh, I don't know if
A
how
lot of
many.
white
Oh, it's still all white people. Look at the demographics now.
I don't know.
Was there any black people in this war?
I never
In
done
the
that.
war,
so I
in the
never
war,
looked
there
at
was
from that.
definitely platoons of black soldiers, but they're.
I mean, it's 80% white now.
Yeah, I mean, for the all I know is the strength. Like George Meade, Army of the Potomac, that was, and they estimate anywhere between 93,000 to 104,000.
Deaths?
No, like just
Oh, okay.
soldiers.
I'm about to say that's
And-
a lot of
and-
fucking dead people.
No. And as far as the Army of Northern Virginia, led by Robert E. Lee, anywhere between 70 and 75,000. Possibly as many as 80,000 soldiers.
So you're talking close to 200,000 soldiers on that battlefield.
Yeah,
in the
and
span
as
of
far
3
as
days.
casualties, they each lost. The Union lost 23,000, and the Confederates lost up to 28,000.
A lot. Now, to answer my own question, some black Southerners aided the Confederacy. Most of these were forced to accompany their masters or were forced to toil behind the lines. Black men were not legally allowed to serve as combat soldiers in the Confederate Army. They were cooks, teamsters, and manual laborers.
Yeah,
So they continued doing what they were doing on
They were slaves.
on
they were
the
slaves. They were
plantations.
told what to do. They didn't have any choice to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was it. And like this was, like I said, it was fought around different spots of Gettysburg, and each place is
So you're talking almost
haunted.
almost over 50,000 people died on
Now,
that battlefield.
hold on a
Easily,
minute.
yeah.
To contrast this, by the end of the Civil War, roughly 179,000 black men, 10% of the Union Army, served as soldiers in the U.S. Army, and another 19,000 served in the Navy. I didn't know we had a Union Navy. We fought on
yeah.
Wow, I must have missed that class.
There was a couple like why does that name George Sykes? Does anybody know who George Sykes is? I don't know why that name just pops in my head of something. I don't.
Wasn't he like an inventor or something?
No, he was a general, major general in the U.S. Army. But as far as so we have that now. Anthony, you have the how many different battlefiels? Well, not
Different places.
different
Well, I mean,
places, yeah.
I found a bunch of different places of interest, and I mean, we'll start with one. It's called the Devil's Den, and here's the crazy thing about the Devil's Den. According to early accounts of the area, now this is a rocky outcropping. So if you type in Devil's Den Gettysburg, you see these like giant stones like in the middle of the field. It's not like Stonehenge. It's more like it's a hill that they're fighting on. And at the base of these hills are these gigantic rocks. And there's caverns, like the rocks are cut open. There's shadows and shit. Like you can hide in between the rocks and stuff. And the craziest shit about this is you have soldiers who are hiding behind these rocks and just taking pop shots at anybody who was walking past, because that was it was like guerrilla style warfare.
Yeah, about to say that's like guerrilla style warfare.
Yeah, it is like a rocky bluff that people are shooting at. And according to ancient accounts, the rocky bluff was once a Native American hunting ground.
Ooh.
And it's said that there was a battle fought there called the Battle of the Crows. And
Sounds like a movie.
a Gettysburg writer named Emmanuel Bushman wrote that many unnatural and supernatural sights and sounds are reported at the Devil's Den. And one of the things that I've read about is when they were cleaning up the bodies of the fallen soldiers, sometimes they didn't even bury them. They just threw them between the rocks. Like, just throw them in the fucking, like, the caverns. And just, there they go. They're there now. And you have people who are, who witness that people, you still see people in that area wearing gray and blue uniforms, guys with big old bushy beards and faces. And when they, go approach them, they disappear. It's creepy.
See that's my whole thing. When I've heard a lot of, and when you look at the pictures and the videos of these ghosts, they don't look like they're trying to talk to anybody. They look like what they were doing 140 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
Like a residual haunting?
Yeah,
almost?
it's
Okay.
definitely a residual haunting. It's not intelligent. I mean, there might be one or two intelligent hauntings. Now, if everyone doesn't know, residual haunting, because I'm Wes, do you even know what we're talking about when we talk about residual or intelligent hauntings?
They hauntings, bro. They
Okay.
shit fucking with you.
Okay, so
That's how I look at it.
residual hauntings are a ghost that does the same thing it does over and over, no matter what. Same time, same place, it does the same fucking thing, doesn't know you're there.
Yeah, it's kind of strange because
Like it opens the cabinets and just
Yeah, like okay,
closes
not
them.
not opens the cabinet. So like if this was like if 100 years ago this was a door, like what's next to me, and they kept on walking through the door and they're haunting now, you'll see it walk into a wall because that's where the door was. It doesn't know you're there. Right. It still thinks it's 100 years ago walking through the door that
it's
was
their
there.
energy left behind.
Yeah, it's like an imprint on the door.
Right. Now, whether it's intelligent or not, or they realize they're doing it, you know,
We don't
it's
know.
up to for interpretation. No one's really known.
Intelligent haunting would be like a ghost just vanishing in front of you and be like, the key's behind the crow's head, shit like that, telling you where the fuck something is.
the slab.
Yeah, something like that, and then disappearing. Like the ghost knows that you're there. It's talking to you. It's intelligent. It knows what that it. I don't know if they know they're dead. I've never actually asked a ghost, but it knows that you're there and it's talking to you and acknowledges you, answering you.
Hey yo, you dead?
Yeah. So those are the differences between residual hauntings and intelligent hauntings. Now then you have the third one, which is demonic, and that one's, self-explanatory.
It's all
But that's what I think with this, at least. Anthony, you have anything more?
I mean, that's just the Devil's Den, that part of it. I mean, there's so many other places like.
Do you have any people died at the Devil's Den? Or
Close to 3,600 people died at the Devil's Den.
Wow,
It was one of the bloodiest spots in the Gettysburg battle overall. At one point, it was one of those spots that kept trading back between the Confederates and the Union. At one point, a Confederate soldier put the flag of Texas at the top. Like he was a flag color bearer, and he slammed the flag down at one of the highest points on the top of the rocks.
The North went, oh hell no, whoa!
And a Union guy sniped him. Like immediately, he threw the flag down and was like, "We claim this," and then pew, he was gone.
That's what I'm talking about.
And they were left there for weeks after the fact. There's a very famous photograph of the Devil's Den with the soldier lying right there.
Yeah,
dead
I have it
in the middle of it all, just right there, right in the bluffs.
I'll put it up for you people to see. The people who are listening, you're not gonna be able to see. Just go watch on YouTube.
It was catastrophic. It was one of the bloodiest parts. And yeah, there's people who go to the Devil's Den now to take pictures, and they're greeted sometimes with someone who's like, pointing.
It was really rehabilitated there for a while. They rebuilt it. They closed it in 2022.
Yep.
Then the construction contractor placed fencing around it, and they did a lot of added steps. They added staging, some vegetation. And on September 30th of the same year, it reopened to the public, and it was kind of like they added pathways. They paved one street, and it really was an undertaking to save the site from further
talking about Devil's
deterioration.
Den specifically.
Yeah, and it's weird because before the rehabilitation project, it was 5,800 square feet. This after rehabilitation, it was 5,815. There was a 1.2 decrease. I don't know why. They added amenities for disabled people and stuff like that. So they made it accessible to
Tourists
tourists to get down there to see it. I mean, it looks, I don't know, so much creepy, but yeah, there's a lot of places to hide.
From the photo I'm staring at right now, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I mean, that's my point. Like, it's not creepy because for us, we're looking at like, it's just a bunch of big rocks and it's a bluff. But if you're a soldier and you're running for your life and you're being shot at left and right, it was a major war ground.
Yeah.
and
And you can't
motherfuckers
see and you
died.
can't see in front of you if it's all smoky and stuff too.
Well, there's that
Well,
too.
it's
but
dark
I mean,
at night if they're fighting, you know. But all right, so we're gonna take a short little break, and we'll be right back. If you want to hear the battle of Shoot Farm for all those Office fans.
Shut
out
up.
there. Now, we'll be right back. Continue our episode about Gettysburg and the ghosts there. But please take a listen to a couple of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
This October, get ready to be spooked. Spooky new episodes of Is This Real drop every Sunday in October.
Hey everybody, we're just letting you know that we have new merch in our store. Go to greenhourmediastore.myspreadshop.com, greenhourmedia.org, or the link in the bio for our first ever logo drop. The cryptid collection is here. Get your favorite cryptids such as Bigfoot, Mothman, Nessie, the Yeti, or the Jersey Devil on t-shirts, hats, or mugs. You can also get all of our podcast logos on various items as well. Remember, that's greenhourmediastore.myspreadshop.com, greenhourmedia.org, or the link in the bio. New episodes of Is This Real drop Sundays at 8. Question everything.
Hello, this is JC3 speaking. If you want to know more about Is This Real podcast and our parent company, Green Hour Media, then visit greenhourmedia.org. You can find and follow all of our social media pages through our website. If you love our content, then you can support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel and our Patreon page. Remember, that is greenhourmedia.org. Welcome back, everybody, to our episode about Gettysburg. And as always in our episode is brought to you by Dubby! Go to Dubby.gg, punch the code Is This Real PC, all one word, to get your 10% off your Dubby product.
Buy Dubby now.
See, what I do is I put Dubby in my drinks, I put Dubby in everything. He just sniffs it whole.
I snort that shit, and then I go to work teaching children.
You gotta stop admitting that.
Yeah, seriously, people stop. No.
I'm not admitting it. It's in my actual job.
It's in your it's in the description.
It's in the FBI. Did I tell you what I did while driving? Was he here for that?
No.
So when we were driving down, we passed the NSA building, and I called Anthony, and he goes, "What are you calling me for?" I'm like, "I'm just letting you know we're passing the NSA building. I just want them to lock onto your location." And he went, "So you just called me to fuck with me?" I went, "Yep," and I hung up. All right, so back to the episode. We have pictures. We have pictures.
For those of you listening in your car and on your phone, this part doesn't work for you.
Well, no, we'll explain it.
It'll entice you to go to our YouTube and watch the video.
Well, see, this is the thing. It's going to tell people to go to our YouTube now because they have to if they want to see what we're looking at.
So we're going to fuck over our audio listeners. And what about the blind people who listen to this, Joey?
You know what? I'm sorry that the computers don't have Braille. All right? It's not my fault. Okay? Anywho, the first picture, guys.
My dumbass was about to say they can see the closed captions, but then I was just like, nope, they can't.
No, they can't.
They can't.
Those for the auditory impaired.
Okay. Anywho, the first picture we have is in Gettysburg. This looks like a. I'm guessing it's a hotel.
It looks like someone's house.
You think it's a house?
It could be an inn. It could be a farm. I don't know. Where'd you pull this photo from?
This is from. There's a whole section on Pinterest of just ghost pictures from Gettysburg.
Okay.
Alleged.
They don't have descriptions of where they are. It's just like, hey, look, I caught this in Gettysburg on my weekend. You know, some stuff like that. So
Nice.
that's the whole thing that I did. And I'm like, fuck it, you know. They don't have a real description of it. Like, it just says...
That's a Federalist style house. I can tell you that already.
A what?
A Federalist style
Oh,
house.
Anthony heard the feds and his butthole tightened.
Well, that's the style of the day, you know.
No, yes, I know. I get you.
Federalists?
So, but the thing around where they're circling...
Star Wars?
And you two look
Federation.
pointed... Yes, that's true. That's Federation, not Federalist. Anywho.
My bad.
Wow, Dad got that, Anthony.
I know.
Good for you, Dad. So if you look at the building here, right? And if you just look at it for face value, they're circling something, and even you two said, oh, it doesn't look like there's anything there. I zoomed in, and you could... In the window which they circled, and again, please go to YouTube to look at these with us. You could see like a silhouette on the left side of the window, and where the head is, if you zoom in actually a lot, it looks like a little G. I don't know if anybody caught that, but you could see there's a little, and I'll circle it. I mean, people looking at YouTube, you'll be able to see where the circle is. You could see just a little silhouette in the window. It looks like a white compared to the dark background.
It does. It looks like smoke.
You know, when you got to zoom in, like I'm zoomed into the max here.
You're talking about a camera while someone's on a tour, so they just snapped a pic and walked away.
Yeah, so stuff like this shouldn't even be put up because basically this could be anything. You could be a shadow of the light in the window that's right next to it.
It could be the curtains.
You're right. You don't know. So for somebody to say, "Whoa, it could be," I mean, it's nice. You want to.
All right.
If you look all the way to the one all the way on the right, the left side of the window, the first 3 panes look like they're illuminated.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know what? I really don't see anything in there. I'm not saying
Wes,
it's
what do you
not,
think?
but I don't know.
From how it looks like on my phone, it looks like I see a silhouette. But like a tall silhouette.
Yeah, it's like 3/4 of the window.
Yeah.
Now those windows actually, if I'm correct, are those? Or again, I don't know. You would have to be in the house to understand, I guess. But aren't those the type of windows that are like low to the floor?
No.
Not these. No.
They're about waist high.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the next photo we're gonna do, Dad and Wes, if you pull it up.
This one, my butthole tightened a little bit when I saw this one.
They so they have an enhanced. It's a couple people in the woods, and they have it says original and enhanced.
Yeah, the bottom right corner. It is 2012.
Yes. What do you?
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. They have it enhanced. Like, even with the naked eye, you don't even have to enhance it. You're looking at something like that. It's kind of creepy looking. So for the people that are on Spotify or any other,
I hate to play.
your audio version of this show. So it's people standing in the woods, and in the far distance of the woods, you just see these two white silhouettes. And they enhanced it, and it looks like people walking. All right?
It does, but again...
It does, but I hate to be...
Play devil's advocate, Anthony, because that's what you do.
Okay, look at the trees next to them.
Mm-hmm.
They also look like a silhouette. Now, they're taller, and they're a little bit thinner, and I get that, but I mean, who's to say that this photo is 100% authentic, number one, and number two, it's at a great distance. I understand that you see enhanced and it's, you know, very stark. You have the black background, everything pops, but how did they enhance it? Like, there's so many questions of like the authenticity of it and how this was produced. I don't know.
I kind of like
meh.
It looks to me like it's very, very possible, especially where we're talking about. But what gets me a little bit, if you look at the people, they're not even looking at it.
Well, they probably don't even notice
if it's a ghost, Dad, it's a split-second thing.
And mind you,
People are
this
not gonna
right.
see
So
it.
I
will say this much, Dad. Remember, this is probably taken. There's no light. Like, all the light that you see in the foreground is from the flash.
Right.
So this person, you wouldn't see that. You know, if you and I were standing outside right now,
someone flashes something, you're not going to see it.
You're not going to see shit. There could be somebody standing, down by the bushes.
And would the flash reflect off something that's transparent, or would it?
Well, that's the question we had in the Myrtles thing when we were talking about the ghost boy in Amityville.
Right.
You asked if the flash was reflecting off his glasses, and my point is, if a ghost can sit there and cause a shadow,
right,
which a ghost has, why can't it cause a reflection off itself?
Yeah. This one, to me, I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning towards authentic. just because maybe my mind wants to play it to be authentic, because I can't come up with another explanation for it, which I'm sure a skeptic can come up with a lot of explanations for it.
I'm in the same boat. I'm like, this is better than the window picture,
right?
But it's not like there's still not like it's not to me foolproof.
I would like to see the reaction of these people if it was like if they're standing there. Are they just standing? Are they walking towards the people, or I don't know. But to me, I'm gonna lean towards it's an authentic picture.
Never mind. One of them guys look old.
Yeah. All right, so for our next photo, if you see, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, it's in. If you're looking from the same type, Anthony's in the right. It has a black circle. It's kind of weird looking.
It looks like it has the cattail plant in it, off on the right hand side. It's a smaller picture. It looks like
not that
one. It's very grassy, and
it's got like 4 circles in it.
No, one circle.
One circle. Yeah,
that one. Show Dad.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I see that right there.
I mean, from what I'm looking at here.
So, what do you guys think of that one?
I'll tell you exactly what I'm thinking.
Anthony, please explain to the audio people.
Okay, I'm seeing a smudge right in the center of the screen, right in the center of the photograph.
Is it
but no, it's the one you had.
The blue circle.
No, the black circle.
The black circle.
The one you had.
No, you're wrong.
What do you mean I'm wrong?
I said exactly what I'm saying. You're wrong.
Yeah. It has a black circle, not a blue circle.
Very thin circle.
Oh, this one. All right, hold on.
So in the middle of this photograph, I see like a smudge. Like everything is kind of out of focus anyway. It almost looks like what it's almost like I'm looking at this and I have like I'm a stroke victim, because everything in the picture kind of looks like I recognize it, but not really. It's out of focus and it's slightly disturbed.
I see a face in there.
I can't make it larger. So
when I'm looking at it, I'm kind of seeing a little face, but it looks like a little kid. Like it looks like the height of a child.
Like a woman.
I don't see a woman. I see a child.
How can you tell the height of it?
I think you're looking too hard.
I'm looking based off like where the ground is to how high it's standing. It's only like 3.5 feet off the ground.
What? You don't think there were short women in the Gettysburg War?
I think it's really easy to sit there and go, children are 3.5 feet versus midget women.
Yeah,
you can't say that word.
I want to enlarge it, but it's not.
I don't know. I think this is.
What do you guys say?
It's weird.
I think you're looking too hard into this. It doesn't.
You don't see the face in there?
Hold on.
I see it, but it's just like it doesn't.
All right, it does look like a small face on the top, but it looks more angelic. To me, I do see some kind of a face.
Angel shit.
From where I'm standing, or from where I'm looking at it from, it does look like. Again, it's grainy. It's.
These are all grain. Look, these are not professional photos.
I think you guys are just looking into this one way too much. It's just grass.
Yeah, I don't see.
Where's grass white?
Anything definitive.
White.
Although I do see transparency, that I do see. So that might lend to it a little bit.
All right. So again, people who are watching, please take a look at these. Think if you see if you think what they are. Please comment. We're here talking about opinions. And the next one, you're gonna see one with a white arrow in it. The next photo, there's a white arrow pointing to something dead center of the screen. It's in the middle of a woods. No, not that. Not that one.
It's called the Gettysburg Ghost.
The Gettysburg Angel.
Oh, wait, no, that's the one.
On the top of the picture says WCP 2011.
Yeah, it's red.
Hold on. WCP.
We have to get our shit together. We need one central thing where we could like cast off to over here.
That's a good idea. We need to put like a television here.
Yeah.
Or maybe up there on the wall.
Is it a black and white photo?
No. It's color.
It's color.
Yeah, it has a white arrow in the middle of it.
I have nothing with a white arrow here at all. The only one I got is a video.
Yes, Anthony, please go. People, what the fuck, guys?
I don't have a white arrow here. The only white arrow I got is right here.
That's it.
Well, where the fuck is the white arrow in here?
Middle of the photo.
I know that, but where is it
Click
here?
on your vagina.
Okay.
He found it. Once again, computer works for the geriatrics.
Once again, go fuck yourself, okay?
Anyhow,
We're not gonna fucking roll today, I swear.
First of all, I'm already rolling. Fuck you.
Yeah, you got many rolls.
All
It's
right.
an arrow, not a clitoris. We could find this.
Okay, so this
Looks like a
one's
tree trunk to me.
this one's called the Gettysburg Angel.
I don't know about that. It's definitely off-colored.
West?
Well,
Smash.
to describe the thing, you have a tree, and then on the bottom of the tree with an arrow pointing to you have basically what it looks to me.
It's in between two trees.
Yeah, it looks to me like it could be construed as an angel, but again, it's grainy. You can't see anything. And if you look to the right, you got these bushes right over on the side that are also the same color as that.
No, it's not.
It has hints of
It's
red.
a completely different color, dude.
There's hints of red, but it's not
know,
the
man.
same.
To me, it looks. I don't see anything there.
I see a humanoid shape, but I
For
can't
sure.
tell whether or not this is something that is natural or unnatural or supernatural.
Let me ask a question. We're going through these photos. Is anybody explaining what they might be? Are they soldiers? Are they
that's
people
what it
of
is.
the time?
That's what it is. A lot of the ghost that sightings are always described as soldiers. I mean, you have thousands of people who died here violently.
I do remember if anybody out there is familiar with the show Ghost Hunters, the original Ghost Hunters, they were doing something somewhere and they had the camera against a metal locker, if you remember.
Yes.
And as soon as the ghost of the metal locker had a Union hat on, and it was clear as bell. It was right there.
I don't think
We won.
I remember what you're talking about, but I'm not sure if that's from Gettysburg.
Anthony wanted to wear a Union hat, and he wanted Dad to wear a Confederate hat.
I did.
All right, so we'll go on to the next photo.
We just couldn't get the goddamn things here fast enough.
No, that wasn't. First of all, that photo with the number 2 on the shoulder.
Yeah, that's the one he's talking about.
That wasn't from Gettysburg. That was from Colorado.
That was from the ghostly soldier of the Crescent Hotel.
Yeah, the Crescent Hotel.
That's what you're talking. But I can understand Dad's thought and why it brings it up is because when you're looking at that picture from the ghostly soldier from the medium, the Crescent Hotel, you could see like the outline of like a hat and a chin and a face and almost like a soldier uniform. With a lot of the photos of Gettysburg, it's wispy. You're seeing through it. It's not really defined.
Yeah.
Like it'd be one thing if there was an asshole like on a rock loading a musket and you're like, oh my God, it's a ghost.
It's Ted.
Yeah, but that's not the case with a lot of the pictures from Gettysburg.
All right. So for the next one, you're gonna bring up it's 3 photos of a guy with a porn stash. Kind of look like Uncle Lee.
Hello, little person.
Right.
Hello, little person.
He found that one real quick.
Yeah. This one's called The Little Girl Ghost, and this is the middle of the woods in Gettysburg. And if you look over his shoulder, again, it's power of suggestion, I guess. They're saying that's a little girl.
No.
I'm saying it's full of shit.
It looks like a base of a tree to me.
You don't see the little face that's right there?
I don't. Like,
and the hands and the arm?
I do not.
And you don't
what
see
I
that?
see is leaves.
I didn't. I saw the picture before. I did not.
Look, right here, the face right here.
I know. I see what you're
the
putting.
body, arm, legs.
Yeah, I get it, but it's not clear enough.
West,
it's not clear enough to make any kind of for me.
West, can I get somebody on my side here?
No, fuck you.
Put it again.
Hold on.
West might
All right,
come
I'm gonna
on
bring
my
it up
side.
as much as I can here.
Come on, West.
Where do you see? He's saying that this is a ghost girl. I mean, doesn't that look like that over here?
Come on,
or
West.
that or that?
Come on, West.
It all looks the same.
Shut up, Joe.
Come on, West.
They had another photo down
Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. But when you click on it, it doesn't.
Yeah, something like that. Like she's sitting on the thing.
She's holding a giant pickle.
That's
okay.
It's a stretch, dude.
Or a turd.
It's a stretch.
Or a turd.
Now this is.
All right, so for our final picture, then, it's the one with the 4 circles.
What about the final one? You still got one over here that's with the fence. The guy looks like Don Cornelius.
You saying the guy with it looks like a ghost with an afro?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Well, he does.
I just sent
When,
you.
listen,
I just emailed everyone a picture that looks like a legitimate ghost at Gettysburg.
these look like ghosts. These look like people in barracks. You want the 4 circles?
Yeah, the 4 circles. It's a tiny fucking picture. I see maybe one person, the one sticking out in the middle. So it goes 1, 2 in the rocks, and then there's one behind a rock, and then there's one right in the center.
A cannon.
Fuck
I
all
could
of you.
kind of see that one in the center. But on the whole, no, I
Preparation
I
H feels
don't see
good
anything
on the
there.
whole.
Nothing with 4 circles.
don't. The one right in the
Okay,
center
sir.
of the picture.
You know what, Dad? Then you bring ghost pictures. from
Fine, I
Gettysburg.
just did.
You're asking my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion.
I
I'm not,
just
I'm
said-
not
No,
the one
you're
who's
just
gonna say
being a
everything's ghostly.
dick.
Dad, I just sent a picture.
Hold on.
Update your email. Refresh. It's in the same thread.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to.
How? That ghost has sunglasses.
No, dumbass. It looks like the brim of a hat. And if you look at the fucking hats that they
Well,
wore,
okay. So
the brim was flat.
that's funny you bring that photo up because
Okay,
that
it's
photo is
funny.
from the video. It's from an actual video.
okay.
that I
good,
sent.
Good.
So the one link it says Gettysburg ghost runs across field. It's from ABC 33. That's the video.
Sure.
Bring that up. Can you bring that up?
I can try.
I'm trying to bring it up, and what it does is it just gives me the circle over and over again. Not coming up.
My God.
Can you bring it up, Anthony?
It's the Ghost of Gettysburg by the user the Dark Zone Network.
No, not that one. Not that
Not
one.
that
The
one?
other one.
Okay, sorry.
That's the video we'll play next.
Okay, so there's a link above the photographs, Dad. Look for a hyperlink that says
A lot of
ABC3340.com.
editing I have to do.
Click on that. Now there's a Cracker Barrel ad that pops up. You're gonna exit away from the Cracker Barrel ad.
No, my computer's slow tonight.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Do you want to
this
drop the
video.
computer again? It seemed to work the last time.
And this is from the New York Post, so we could definitely trust them.
It's the same fucking photo you brought up, asshole.
I'll take your word for it. Go ahead.
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing here. Hold on, I'll help Dad out here because this one might make you shit yourself.
It's not coming up, man. You can help. You stand here with an antenna. It ain't gonna work.
Relax, doofus.
All right, so now that we're done playing computer work with geriatrics, we're here doing this. Sorry, we took a little thing there, and it's just don't worry
Actually,
about
folks, it was really a timeout. Joey had to have his 4th meal of the day. Okay.
No,
Let's
first of
go.
all, I'm
Fourth
on my
meal is Taco Day.
yeah,
It's Taco
that's-
Bell.
I'm on my 5th meal, bitch.
All
Think of
right.
it again.
Yeah, well, no,
Joey
no.
needs his calories. Look at him.
Anywho,
He's wasting away almost enormous.
yes. At least my Jets won today. That's all I care about.
I know. By the time
This
this airs, I'll have 2 more losses. Let's go.
This is
Come
going to
on.
be the Gettysburg Ghost Runs Across in this bone-chilling video by the New York Post. All right, so everybody press play. And let's watch this together. So he's running down the field. You see something come behind. Oh, shit!
Yep. Yeah, I see something. I see 2 things. And they both disappear into the mist. Hey,
All right, so
yo.
so anybody who's listening to that, literally go look at this video for yourself. It's New York Post.
Damn.
So basically, it looks like something runs behind these 2 cannons as this person, and then takes off into the distance. It's see-through. It's quick as fuck, and I
Looks like
mean,
there's 2 of them.
yeah, there's one on in the backside, and then another just pops up to the right,
This
and
was-
then takes off.
This was by a man named Greg Euling from New Jersey, who's now 50 years old. There you go.
Still looks kind of fake though.
I don't see how that's fake.
Well, I'll be honest. If you're gonna talk about how it ran, it looks computer edited CGI.
Looks CGI.
It do. I'm not gonna sit there and disagree with you, but this has been one thing that has been like completely taken as like, okay, it's a ghost video. You know, a lot of people use this is a definitive ghost video for their backing.
It's kind of compelling to me. It really is, because it's, again, it looks to me like I would believe a ghost would act. You know, but again, it's moving really fast.
It is moving extremely
So,
quickly.
It's again up for interpretation, as all ghost videos and movies and shows and pictures are. But to me, I'm going to say I do believe it is a ghost. I do believe there's 2 ghosts there, and I do believe they're playing havoc on either the guy that's taking this video or this is just something they do.
Yeah, that's the most compelling thing that I've seen. And the still that I emailed you guys before is a still from that video where you can clearly see something standing there behind the cannon.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I think the problem with this is there are so many photos of Gettysburg, and we knew what happened. We know what happened.
We do
there.
have one more video.
I know, but hold on. We knew what happened at Gettysburg, and I think everybody is looking for something in the photographs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can look all you want, Anthony. Those things are obvious. There's something moving there.
No, I know that. You once in a while you strike gold, but most of it is.
And in a still picture, it looks to me like there's a piece of it. It does look like a guy in uniform, with a hat on his head, and he's looking towards the cannon.
Right.
It is spooky, but my instincts tell me that it's not real.
Well, let your instincts look at this one, Mr. West. The next video, Dad, do the same thing with that email. Go up to the top and hit the other link. Right. It's going to take you to YouTube. It's called the Ghosts of Gettysburg. This one is one of the most compelling pieces of ghost imagery as far as Gettysburg ghost is concerned. This was taken in 2001.
Is this going to play on our thing too?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So this.
Oh man!
Yep, you're seeing it. So with this one,
walking right into the trees.
There, you see, it looks like people running through the trees, as far as, and you could tell they have.
Looks like someone getting up and just walking right into the tree line.
Exactly. And that's exactly what it looks like. But it looks like they have things in their hands. It looks like they have are just completely, and it goes as far back into the trees as you can see. Like it looks like they're
fuck me.
They're dressed in military style garb.
Okay, I'm gonna call a little bit of bullshit. I mean, listen, I'm not saying that this is not accurate, but like you're saying it looks like it's dressed in military garb. How can you tell what it's dressed in? It is.
He's helping us out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you can say it's dressed in anything. I think
it looks like coats. It looks like the same thing as the coats there. I
don't know about that. It looks like someone walking away, but I can't tell what they're wearing.
There's one in the back.
Get the fuck off the screen, Patrick Doyle. I'm looking at the videos.
There's one in the. He's right. There is one in the back.
There's like at least 5 of them.
And it looks like it's wearing a belt, like how you would like those military people back then would wear.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm seeing here. Like I'm sorry. Like that right there is telling me, boom, right there, that these are ghosts. Like they look not alive.
Get the fuck off my screen, Dave Schrader.
I like Dave Schrader.
Like, come on, people out there. Now, again, people who are listening over, or audio and stuff like that, over anybody in podcast land, go to our YouTube, look at these videos while they're showing on whatever part of the screen they're showing, and also turn around and just watch it.
Is this
with
the
yourself.
only video that's on?
Yeah, it's the only video about.
So when I put these up on YouTube, I'm going to put the links to these videos in the description, so people could sit there and go see them for themselves. But yes, please, for the love of God, go. The people, they're walking in the trees. If you know anything about Gettysburg out there, you know what video we're watching. Like, this is, again, one of the biggest pieces of Gettysburg stuff that's out there,
whether you believe it or not, because I mean, it is open for interpretation. You can sit there and say, well, like as with all of these ghost videos and shows and pictures, you can call bullshit on all of them if you want. It's going to be what you believe.
That one I believe.
I believe it as well. I believe the one with the cannon. I do believe
West,
because the one with the cannon.
Really?
The one with the cannon,
really?
I don't believe it moves too fast.
So I have a question. Hold on. For Wes, for something like this, what would make you turn around and be like, bro?
I gotta be there.
Oh, okay.
Well,
he has to physically be there and see it.
A lot of people are like that.
He has to have a ghost pucker up his butthole for it to be okay. They're real.
Send chills down my spine, then I'll believe.
Send chills up my ass, and then I'll believe you.
Send me roses, and I'll believe you. All right, Anthony, do you think it's real?
Send me money on my
I'm
cash app,
going to
then
say
I'll
that,
believe you.
yeah, it's probably real.
Did you just ask a ghost to send you money on Cash App? Bruh.
He'll send you a shilling. I would say yes,
Gold,
probably
bro.
real. It's definitely real as far as the footage is concerned. And yes, you can interpret it whatever way you want, but I think, listen, I think, like I said before, this is a place where thousands of people died in a very brutal and violent way. You're going to have some sort of residual entities manifest themselves somehow. I believe that.
Okay. All right, so we're going to take a short little break here. We just went through video and pictures.
Here's a question for you.
Oh, we're not going to take a short little break.
No, because I mean, we might, but you might just mute my mic after I say this too. You never know.
I probably will.
All these pictures and videos of people and soldiers, Confederates and Union guys walking around in Gettysburg. Has anyone ever seen the ghost of a horse?
We're going to take a short little break, and we'll be right back with you guys.
Horses died. They died in
Please.
Gettysburg too. You never see a ghost horse.
Please, listen.
Can we talk about your email picture and how creepy you look?
That's enough out of you, West.
Please listen to our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, I'm JC3.
And I'm Mr. West.
And this episode is brought to you by Dubby. Made by professionals in the USA, Dubby was formulated to give you focus and energy with no jitters or crash. Their formula contains vitamins, amino acids, including the patented neurofactor. You know what Dubby doesn't give you?
What's that?
No calories,
No calories.
no sugars,
No sugar.
no fillers,
No fillers.
and no artificial flavors. When the raw ingredients arrive to their FDA-registered and inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP guidelines, they undergo a quarantine while a small sample of each ingredient is taken to test for any impurities, while also being tested to ensure that the ingredients are actually what they are supposed to be and have the proper dosage.
And once the ingredients pass all the tests, then they're cleared to get mixed into the formula. So head on over to dubby.gg and use our offer code IsThisRealPC for 10% off your first order. That's DUBBY.GG and use the code IsThisRealPC for 10% off. They have great flavors such as Galaxy Grenade, Dub Sludge, Passion Joy Tea, Monkey Madness, and Dragonade. My personal favorites.
Dragonade right here. I got Dragonade right here. Delicious.
Drink Dubby.
And be better.
These products are not intended to diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.
If you liked this video today, please click the like and subscribe button and make sure to hit the notification icon to keep up with all our videos.
Who wants better sex? And who wants better sex starting now? The best way to get started is go to adamandeve.com.
Adam and Eve is offering 50% off just any item.
But that's not all. When you select your one item, you will also get 3 bonus items. That includes a gift for him, a special gift for her, and a gift you'll both like.
Plus 6 free movies for your viewing pleasure and free shipping.
There is discreet shipping as your privacy is priority. Plus 100% free shipping on your entire order.
Doesn't matter how much you spend or what you buy, it will all be packaged and sent discreetly for free.
Don't wait. Better sex is just one click away.
That's 50% off one item, 3 free gifts, 6 free movies, and free shipping.
Bring more pleasure and satisfaction to your bedroom.
Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy or anything you desire.
Just enter code QUESTION at checkout.
That's question, QUESTION at adamandeve.com.
This exclusive offer is specific to this podcast only. So be sure at checkout you punch in the code QUESTION. That is QUESTION at checkout. And get your 50% off one item, 10 free gifts, and free shipping. Remember, use code QUESTION. Also remember to listen to Is This Real every Sunday at 8 o'clock with new episodes starting July 16th. Remember, everybody, question everything and put that question at the end of your checkout.
At adamandeve.com.
Welcome back. Anthony, please tell everybody about our sponsor today.
We are sponsored, as always, by the great company of BetterHelp.com, which is a website that you go to if you need help, and you go there and use the website link BetterHelp.com/question, QUESTION. When you do that, you get to sign up and save some money. And what is BetterHelp.com? It is a website that's going to hook you up with a therapist or counselor that is suited for what you need. If you're having marital problems, they have a counselor for you. If you're having family problems, there's a counselor for you. If you're a businessman who has the fear of success, fuck you for making all that money that you don't want. But there's someone to talk to. That's who you want to go to. BetterHelp.com/question and get the help you need.
I have no idea what the fuck any of that was.
This motherfucker's a jealous motherfucker.
He is.
He's a jealous.
I know. I can't wrap my mind around the idea of someone. I have the fear of success. Fuck you.
You know what it is, dude?
I'm not afraid of being successful.
Dude, you know what it is? It's Democrat mentality. When they turn around and say people have too much money and they need to share the wealth, that's what he's talking about. No, we're not.
That's not what we're talking about.
No, we're not.
Talking about ghosts.
That's not what I mean when I say shit.
We're talking
blow
about
yourself.
ghosts.
You tub of fuck.
We are tub of fuck.
You tub of fuck.
Okay. So Gettysburg ghosts, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a good one. Tub of fuck.
What are we feeling about this? With all the quote unquote evidence that we saw tonight with the ghosts of Gettysburg, do you think that the Gettysburg battlefield in the town of Gettysburg could be haunted? Dad, do you feel Gettysburg
I
could be
absolutely
haunted?
believe it's haunted. I 100%, no doubt in my mind. Places like this, and you know, when we come driving through the south, we saw a bunch of other ones down there as well. So I'd like to do more research.
Yeah, but those are the ones that think they won. That's not the ones we need to
there's
go
still
to.
battlefields, so there's going to be death.
But they're still battling.
Maybe.
Yeah, those are the yippity yeehaws who think one day they shall rise again.
I don't care. You know what? We may lose the South of this one, but you know what they asked?
We might lose them.
They asked if we wanted a fork. All right. Do you want a fork?
Anyway,
nope. That's why we won.
I do believe
that's why we won the war.
Y'all want tea?
I do believe with all the death and destruction that was on this battlefield, particularly. Yes, I do believe there's residual. I believe there's intelligent. I believe there's a couple of the videos that we saw. I do 100% believe them because they classically look like ghosts. The one video where you saw them running in and out of trees, that was supposedly not filmed with modern equipment. So who knows?
What was it filmed with?
Oh no, he meant like it wasn't digital. It was actually
digital,
on
it was all
film.
analog. Now again,
yeah, it's
so
even scarier.
That's what I took out of it. I do believe that in my opinion, Gettysburg is very much haunted. You don't get all these stories over the course of years, and not have some truth to it. But with all the death that was there, yeah, I do believe it. Just like I believe Ringwood Park is same way with all the Revolutionary soldiers up there.
Okay, so I mean, before I get to U.S., do you think that means like anything that has like that type of rich history to it could be haunted with something, or probably is haunted with
if
something?
There's death and stuff like that there, yeah. Why do you think all these mental homes that were mental home? I say mental. I don't want to offend anybody, but these
they're not listening.
Well, these
okay.
I'm not wrong.
These homes.
What, you didn't think they had radios in
mental
the
health?
The only no. If you're shacked up in the wacko basket, the only radio that you're listening to is the one playing on your head.
Or as Tony Soprano called
First
it,
of
the
all,
Laughing Academy.
First of all, you have a radio in your head.
When I'm stoned out of my mind, yeah.
All right, listen. Can we knock it off the subject here? I do believe that, like all those the institutions that are no longer institutions are haunted because of all the stuff that went down in those things. Anywhere you have death and pain and suffering, yeah, I do believe stuff sticks around and imprints itself on these areas.
Okay, Wes, do you think that Gettysburg is haunted?
A lot of people died there, so yeah, there's probably something there.
Thank you, Wes. Anthony, do you think Gettysburg is haunted?
Without a doubt in my mind. You don't have that many dead motherfuckers in one place and not have some sort of residue that is active afterwards.
You know,
short little funny thing about Gettysburg. When Lincoln got there to deliver the address, a couple of days later, Edward.
This can't be good.
No, it's not bad. Edward Everett spoke for 2 hours. He gave a 2-hour-long speech, and then Lincoln decided to give his address. And have you ever read the Gettysburg Address? It's 3 paragraphs long. Homeboy was up there for less than 15 minutes. So like everyone's waiting for the president to speak,
and everyone remembers
Lincoln. Just think about this. Like, this is a massive battle, kills thousands and thousands of people, and you have Edward Everett. Well, I don't even know who the fuck he was, but he comes up and he delivers this 2-hour speech about everything, and then everyone's waiting for the president, and you're just thinking it's gonna do this big speech he's gonna have. He's there for 15 minutes. I'd be a little pissed, especially if I bought tickets for this event.
Lincoln is me.
You got to also understand, again, you got to understand that this was, 1863? There's no amplification. You're going to put 1,000 people in a field, people in the 40th row are going to go, what do you say? What do you say?
The 40th row.
So, I mean, if the guy to carry on for 2.5 hours or whatever you said, Edward Everett.
I don't think they did stuff like this and shit like that.
I don't know how they did. I don't think so. But to me, that's minor compared to anything else. I don't know how they would have heard stuff like that. When was the
loudspeaker invented?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's like, again, with him at Ford's Theater. How the fuck do those people hear the play? I know they were built with acoustic.
He didn't hear anything.
Yes, he did.
Well, I mean,
he heard a bang. He heard a loud bang.
All right, enough of that. Let's go.
407 years ago, our fathers brought on this continent a new nation.
We don't need the whole thing. We don't need the whole thing. Jesus Christ. Anywho, yeah, I do think it's haunted. I again, like I think you said this before, Dad. Any place that has that type of rich history and death and destruction attached to it, those ghosts are uneasy, unrested souls, and they're just doing what they're gonna do for the rest of eternity until someone comes along and either blesses the area and they go up. You're gonna go
up,
or
they go down. I don't know which way. They did murder people.
Well, you got to also, too, I mean, there's a theory out there that people become ghosts when they cross over. And they refuse to go towards what they call the light because they're afraid once they get to the light and they cross over to the other side, they will have to accept judgment, whether it's heaven or hell. And sometimes they don't want to do that. They want to hang around here and just, live on the farm or wherever the hell they lived. Got to be a lonely existence.
Did they 3D-itize that photo?
No, it's 2 photos right next to each other, but one's taken at a slight angle.
Jesus.
So they turned it into a GIF into that.
Next week, what do we have for next week, guys? We have
the Men in Black.
Yes, we have the Men in Black. We're going back to aliens again. The Men in Black, not the Will Smith version.
Look, dude, there's dead horses in this picture.
I'm gonna fucking hit you. No more dead horses. I don't know why I have to sit there and explain that.
Horse ghosts.
Next week we're talking about the Men in Black. Does anybody have anything else to add to this episode tonight?
I do not. Mr. West.
West? Besides your blessing of the Gettysburg field.
Go north.
Okay.
And prosper?
Pope?
No, I don't have anything to say. I think the last thing I'll say is I think a lot of people take a lot of pictures and when you go to a place that's supposedly haunted. And you upload them onto your computer afterwards, you're expecting to see something. A lot of people get disappointed that nothing's there. Because ghosts are not they don't entertain us for us. You know what I mean? It's not like they're there for entertainment. They're just doing what they're doing. And I don't think that...
busy.
Yeah, they're busy, shit. Sure. I don't know. I don't think ghosts really give much of a fuck about our schedules. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
All right. So please continue listening to our episodes. Please go follow us on all of our social medias, as we said every week. And again, with these episodes this year, some of you that are listening in audio land are going to probably have to, if you want to see the pictures we're talking about or the videos we're talking about, go to our YouTube. We put our episodes up for you guys to actually see our faces while we talk about it. Go to YouTube, continue to listen on the audio aspect, and go to YouTube to watch all the shit we put up for our videos.
Yeah, look at my face.
I try to block him out, trust me. It's a thing I try to do all the time with editing. Follow all of our social medias. Is This Real PC?
Oh my God, that guy was cut in half.
Is This Real PC would be the TikTok, right?
Is This Real PC? Yeah, TikTok.com.
And I
/ Is This Real.
think that's also the Instagram. You'd think we'd have this down by now. But please go follow our Instagram, our TikTok, our Facebook, all of it.
That guy was hit by a cannonball and was evaporated.
And we have a new
see these photos.
we have a new Instagram page. It's just me, West, and the Pope here. It is the council. The council. Go follow our council page. You'll see the council tonight as we go live every Sunday after all of our episodes. But again, thank you guys for joining us. We'll catch you next week. Remember, everybody, question everything. Everybody say good night.
Adios,
Good night,
motherfuckers.
everybody.
Send me your nudes.
Uh-huh.
Good night.
Konnichiwa, bitches. It's Ryu West speaking. If you want to find out more about the Is This Real podcast, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/isthisrealpc, or on Twitter at isthisrealpc, or on Instagram at isthisrealpodcast, all one word.